Hi, do you need to improve your photography or storytelling for your nonprofit organization? In this video, I'm going to teach you two types of photography that will help you improving your game in your social media. In this video, I'm going to teach you two types of photography that will definitely make your social media accounts look way better. The first one is camera-aware photography or portraits. And for that, you need maybe less equipment, but you definitely need a little bit more of people skills and how to pose people maybe. The second one is non-camera aware photography or photojournalism. For that, you don't need as much as, people skills and interaction with people, but you definitely need a little bit more of equipment. So let's dive into the first one. When you take portraits, obviously in photography, the best thing or the most important thing is the light. I had a friend that she used to say that where there is no light, there is no photo. And that is true, but you don't have to spend a whole lot of money in equipment and to get light. We have the perfect light, which is the sun. And to me, the perfect light for, at least to get started, definitely is a window light. So I'm going to show you a couple shots here. This one is definitely a, portrait. Is the person is looking at the camera, so it's camera aware, but I'm using flash photography. Now, that is true for flash, or it's true for, any continuous light, aka bulbs and whatever you have available, okay? And you can tell, how the lighting is different and why not. Yes, it looks professional. It's been used around for a while and it has longevity. It's a great photo to my taste. But you don't have to have all that type of equipment. You can also do photography with a regular camera, with a regular phone per se, and then just use any available light you have. For instance, this one right here was taken just using window light. This second right here was also using, available light of the day. So it wasn't necessarily on a window, but you can tell that the lighting was, whatever was available, obviously the sun. Something that happens with camera aware photography is like, the moment you show the camera, the moment your subject sees the camera, all that magic is gone. The person is locked into you. The person is going to smile, hopefully, and it's going to pose. It's going to be just perfect. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just like sometimes, especially for social causes and ministries, I like to mix it up. I like to have, photography that is also the moment, that is also reflects the kind of the spirit, whatever was happening at the moment. And that is just possible through photojournalism. So let's take a look at a couple examples. And as I said before, the caveat of this is like you need more equipment. Why? Well, because with a regular phone, those phones have, super wide angle lenses. So if you really want to know what is happening in the distance, you definitely need to get closer. Now, when you get close and the person is aware of your presence, the camera presence, there you go. As I said before, that magic moment is gone. So first thing is like you need more equipment. Now, do you need a professional camera to take pictures? Are your, ministry or organization? The truth is yes. However, if you don't know how to use that camera, or if you don't have the budget, to acquire that camera, don't let that to stop you. So you can start taking pictures today. So let's talk about the non-camera aware photos, what type of equipment you need. The first thing you need is definitely a zoom lens. Why? Again, you have to get closer to the action or whatever is happening. Now, there are zoom lenses and whatever that you can apply to phones. I can see, I was looking at YouTube stuff and reviews and why not. So there are a whole plethora of lenses and adapters that you can put on your phone. I personally haven't tried any one of those. Something I know, and I can tell you, that a zoom lens, or when you actually have a long lens, any shakiness, any unsteadiness on your hands is going to reflect in the photo. So I can anticipate that if you are going to take pictures with any of these devices, you will need a tripod. So I don't know how practical that is, but hey, I'm sure is a way, or is at least an option. Now, the second thing, obviously, is getting a zoom lens with your pro zoomer camera, whatever, and that is awesome, because now you're going to be able to get closer. So in these kind of examples, you will see how my subject, it was doing something, and I was from afar and trying to tell that story. And that's okay in church environment when people are kind of having a personal moment. If that's okay with your ministry, you can do that. Other thing is like, obviously, on disaster or things that are a little bit kind of sensitive, subjects that are sensitive. You don't want a person that is going through a problem or something like that, and you don't want to be on top of that person, like all over that person with a camera. That's basically not advisable. So you need that lens. But the good news is, like, those images can really make a difference when you show the spirit. And I call the spirit is like when you show the environment, what was happening at that time. People really get engaged. And if you attach a story to that, like a written story to that photo, let me tell you, you have an amazing post that is ought to have a lot of reactions in your social media. Now, the thing is that with this type of photography, since you are from afar, you don't necessarily need a whole bunch of people skills. So you probably have to kind of sneak around and find your perfect moment. And that takes me to kind of the third characteristic of this non-camera aware photography, which is anticipation. Basically, on camera aware photography or portraits, you lead the entire scene and you say, okay, just step right here and I'm gonna get the best picture I can, right? But with non-camera aware photography, you have to move, you have to place yourself, you have to walk down the stairs, you have to go up to the roof, whatever. But in order to make one of these photos interesting, you have to move. So again, those are the balances, those are the difference, and I hope that these type of advices will help you, to get those two photos. I like the mix. I like to mix them up, and I believe that actually bringing some motion graphics and some graphic designs makes your social media more interesting to watch. But again, it's all personal. We have to kind of look at the data. So I hope you like this video. And if you find this is helpful and somebody else in your organization can watch this and get some ideas from this, please forward this to that person and I will really appreciate it. Till next time.